was all there. So they got it going. It was full speed ahead.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have such firepower coming off the bench.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different disposition than his predecessor and mentor, Kevin Garnett. The KG said of Cat, don't take the smile for weakness. He plays with another type of engine. What they do share, Kevin, is a true love for the game. Back to you.
Outstanding, D.A. Thank you. And early in the season, many coaches, Clark, still experimenting with rotations. Who plays when and where. And how long has it been in your experience to have that established on a team?
Well, it varies from team to team. There are a number of factors. One, the coach, has he been there a while? Does he have an established style of play and system? Two, what's your roster like? How healthy are you? What's the mix and makeup of your team? So it could vary. But typically, you'd like to have it not prolong itself into the regular season. You hope that a few weeks of training camp, and then by the time you get a month of the season under your belt, that you're pretty anchored into who you are and how you're going to try to play.
Good outline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins and Jang at the small forward and power forward spots. And Stevenson is out there with Teague, and it's Towns and at the center locking down the middle. Now here's Wiggins following the miss by Porzingis. And it's Wiggins missing. Here's New York. Chapman the pass to Porzingis.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in the gym range, if anybody has that.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And he makes both free throws.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
Outside Teague. Kicks it to Wiggins. Back to Teague. Here's Teague. His last outing, he had 18 points. Jang finds Stevenson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by New York. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup. Both towns they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Chapman the pass to Turner. He's again. That one doesn't drop. Towns with the defensive effort.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Outside Teague. Pass to Stevenson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Turner. Butler against Stevenson. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's clear that Butler feels confident shooting down low. I mean, he's got the strength and touch to dominate in there.
Here's Teague. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. wing, Turner.
Oh,
And
Turner,
throw it
why'd
by
you
Wiggins.
slide that
And here we
way?
go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
A guy with the size and skill of Towns, Kevin, really hard to stop without foul.
And you think about the game of Karl Anthony Towns, the versatility just leaps out at you.
Well, he's a man of his times, Kevin, when you talk about his game. I mean, that's where the game is now. And that's always been his ambition, to be as complete a player as possible. And at his size, he shoots you deep, he can post you up. And as he gets better as a passer, he's going to be harder to guard.
Why?
Here's Chapman, T covering. Here's Turner. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. Out to the right wing. Teague with a clean look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And there's the pass to Knox. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Chapman, T covering. Chapman, that's good.
Working
We call that Plátano.
the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
And I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
Wiggins kicks to Zhang. The kick
Oh
out to
my
T.
God.
And
I'm glad he
trying
missed
to go in
that.
basket, it doesn't go in. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Butler. This is it to Turner. Here's Chapman. Baseline jumper. That one a little long. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
God damn it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain.
It's fucking burning me on my jump shot, burning me on my steals. Come on, man. What are you doing? Burning me on my
Wiggins kicks to
steals.
Towns. Outside T. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Back to T. Tries a 3, and it's blocked by Chapman.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, Porzingis. And it falls over the rim and in. Porzingis has got 6.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Now here's Wiggins. He picked up 18 points in the last one against Memphis. Towns finds Wiggins. 4 on the shot clock.
Yeah, gimme. Yeah, gimme.
Here's Towns. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Sorry.
Come on,
And
this
the
is a big
scanner
guy.
comes in, so.
I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And New York making a change here. Kanter's checked in. Here's Chapman. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Over T. Chapman, that's good. Chapman's got his second basket of the night.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Stevenson dishes to T. All going up court. Here's Knox. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you gotta like that progress.
Yeah. We like bitches.
Timberwolves trail by 6. outside, Towns. Wiggins kicks to Towns.
Start early and shit.
Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 7 points.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Now here's Butler. He had 19 points in the win against Atlanta.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Cantor's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land.
He's not
Going
bad.
outside. Green kicks to McConnell. And they're pushing it up. Here's Knox. Finishes the quick with a slam.
Oh, still didn't even know I had the steal, bro.
Just not want to give up defensively. You lose the
Playing
possession.
passing lanes, man.
2 at the other end.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Towns missing.
A good day rebounding already, so I think I might do it again, bro.
Generally,
The 5 stat leader.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want.
I just gotta
Too bad
score.
They weren't able to finish it off.
Because
Chang is going to pick
the
up
one thing I be having trouble with is the rebounds. I already got 7 in the first
And
quarter.
New York making a change here. Dotson's checked in. The shot's good from Cantor.
just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always
That's
going
a
to
steal.
use that.
Pass to Bates Diop.
Focus on the pass.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Porzingis with the steal. To the middle. And
Ooh, caught a oop.
pushes the lead to
Oh, Towns is back.
This first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Ooh.
This is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and shown.
I had the broadcast this show, bro. They 12-2. I'm 13-3.
when you're evaluating young players,
Yeah, I'm up 21-11 right now, dog. I just caught a oop on Towns' back.
aside from their
And so far in the first quarter, I got 6 points,
qualities tell you
4 assists,
has a chance to be
7 rebounds, 2 steals, and I think a block.
Also recognizing they still got work to do. That's one of the great qualities anybody can have. Work ethic, self-starting, and then you try to see.
So it's only the first quarter, man. Just got 2,999 fans just
Look at
now.
those things and couple them with talent. Then you got somebody that you feel like can be special.
looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Beasley comes in for Porzingis, and Harkless is subbed in for Butler. Here's Chapman. He's covered by McConnell. Unloads from 9.
Yeah, that's how the pass is on the time.
Green, the pass to Miller. Now, here's McConnell. And a great
Yeah, that's a
assist by
really
Miller
good.
as that one goes in.
That's cool.
And it's the Knicks with the ball.
They're trying
6-point game.
to bullshit
They
me
are
right now
coming
real
off
quick.
that win against Atlanta.
Executed on the road, stayed focused.
They see because I got him.
Who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way. And excellent chemistry.
McConnell kicks to Green. Inside, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
There's the great length we're always talking about with Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, leaving no doubt about that one.
Here's Chapman. He's got 8. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
McConnell passes to Bates Diop. Back to McConnell.
Oh,
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And
I
they've
should've
done
got a
well
little
at taking
closer to him
advantage
before
of
I
some
jumped.
late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Chapman. He's covered by McConnell. Chapman, the pass to Dotson. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Harkless, covered by Miller. Offensive rebound. Cantor, the pass to Chapman. Second chance shot. And too much time in the lane. They get violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season.
I think they caught a
Take look at New
foul.
York. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course, there's the Bulls, 2 games back.
Well, I think for New York, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
He kicks it to Beasley. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 4. Some firepower to this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice move going right now offensively.
It's deflected.
Oh, come on. How did we get the steal from the...
Goes up. And
Oh,
Towns
that was a block if I ever saw one.
Towns may not always
Jesus Christ, they be on my dick.
but he's gobbling up
He's
some
on my
ground.
fucking dick real
Some
heavy.
of that is his stride. That fella's got some big feet, too.
here's Chapman. Can't connect from short range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Got to be more careful. Can't pick up 2 fouls this early on. You just can't.
That's because my team acting like real fucking stupid right now. Like, what the fuck?
Today, a flawless 6
This is on some other shit right now.
Porzingis is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And there's the captain. And it's Knox in at the 3. Connections on the floor for the Knicks. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Hawks had a huge game.
Yo, what are they talking about, dog?
He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing.
Man, they burning me on everything right now,
Same
yo.
level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight.
This shit is crazy right now.
It takes a while to prove it.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Here is Stevenson. He's got 5. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Teague deciding where to go with it. Butler against Stevenson. Butler with the steal. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You got to be more careful around Butler. I mean, he's terrific at bouncing over the opposition and taking the ball away.
Stevenson gets to Wiggins. The dish to Jang. Shoots from 14. And it's Towns missing. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And this game is done. They'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just one game played a win from home for them.
It's too high. It's too high. What are you up there for?
Here's Chapman. Teague covering. It's stolen by Teague.
Oh my God! Why can't you just throw it through the gap? What are you doing, bro?
And that comes off the assist by
What
Chip
the fuck kind of shit is that?
Towns has got 17.
It's an easy little gap right there. Like, it's not that hard. You do that shit in practice all day.
It's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers.
Yeah, easy touch.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots.
You need to time out, man, because these niggas is playing
Got
like
some blocks as well.
pure
He's
dickheads.
checked in for Minnesota.
Like, I hate when my team starts doing that. It starts playing like pure
Lots of
dickheads.
physical play, Clark, during your time.
Like, they just start missing everything all of a sudden.
Down to a degree.
Niggas can't handle the ball, can't catch a
Bigger
pass.
part of the game now.
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game's extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of
Oh my
toning
God,
that
are you
down.
fucking serious
There's
right
enough
now, dog?
physicality in the game.
Wiggins kicks to
Oh
Teague.
my God.
Shot from 12. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Teague's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And who the fuck is Jeff Teague for real?
Here's Chapman. Teague covering. Chapman, the pass to Porzingis. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Towns against Turner. Towns, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are all.
And boy,
The battle to a standstill
fuck out of here.
has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. A free throw drops for Butler.
You know, Butler is athletic. He's got great skills, but he's also an intelligent player, a natural leader to a former 30th pick overall in the 2011 NBA draft. He continues to ascend.
The pass to Green. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a quick check. The NBA's top rebounders. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Green left side. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Here's Chapman, T covering. Here's Chapman. He's got 10.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, hoop shot.
Hoop shot.
And that one misses.
Oh my
And Tom
God,
Thibodeau is a
God.
demanding
Please,
coach,
let us
Clark.
see.
We know that his teams
Oh,
have
my
responded,
cock
though, but
and
sometimes
balls,
teams can wear down from that style. Does that concern you in Minnesota?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, he's shown that he's got a proven track
And
record
who is he waving at?
to be successful. And with ownership behind him, I think the players will follow his lead. Remember, he's got the dual role as coach and president of operations.
Kevin,
Not sure
look at
if
that
that's
ball,
always
dog.
the best way to go about it, but in this case, with the alignment with ownership, I think it'll work.
Down low.
And he was trying to get that nigga in foul trouble.
A beast in the paint. Once Turner gets this kind of position, you almost have to whack him.
And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And Miles Turner, obviously one of the strongest shot blockers, Clark, in the NBA, in large part to his length.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the timing, too, Kevin, is a big asset in blocking shots. I think he's already a strong defender, and he's only going to get better as he gets more experience and strength.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Chapman, T covering. Here's Chapman. He's got 11. Kicks to Turner. Wide open. Buries the jump shot. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Green taking his time here. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Jimmy Butler. Averaging about 15 points, 2.5 steals, and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Gentry checked in for the Knicks. Here's Chapman. He's covered by McConnell. There's 1:34 left in the first half. Chapman's shot is off.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Chapman the pass to Butler. Passes it to Chapman. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
And Green gets it to go. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Ganner. Here's Chapman. Jang defending. Here's Chapman. 11 points in the game. Now Butler fires from the wing. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Offline with his 3.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the...
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. You know, focus on getting back, guarding your man.
All right,
Okay,
David,
well,
thank
why
you.
you get an interview on
Back
that
after
hall,
halftime
brother?
for the start of the...
Listen.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half can turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a
Oh,
double-double
come
with about
on. I
half
got
the
the
game
fucking reach,
play.
yo.
That's
I'm
impressive.
trying to put my fucking hands up like I've been doing the whole game.
Slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, down low, it's Jang and Towns. Dig out there with Lance Stevenson, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. Chapman the pass to Porzingis, and the rejection by Jang, and he gets it back. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Porzingis has got 16.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hand.
Wiggins kicks to Stevenson. Floats one. Good work defensively by Turner.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Oh, my God.
The Timberwolves through. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by Knox.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns against Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Stevenson inside the three-point line. Another miss by Stevenson.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making the shots. Right now, they're behind him. They certainly could use his help.
Here's Chapman. T covering. Looking to end his cold spell.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. Won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Good it is. This goes to Towns. And that's 13 points for Jeff T.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Chapman the pass to Porzingis. Here's Chapman. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Wiggins kicks to Towns. Stevenson outside. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Chapman. To the paint. And it's Butler missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Wiggins finds Towns from outside the arc, and Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. And it's Wiggins missing. Up top, Porzingis. Chang defending. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate.
Green playing too.
Fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not.
What the fuck are these niggas up to? This is the bullshit I be talking about.
New York trailing.
Oh my god, this one in the front of the ball.
Away kicks to Buck.
I see.
Here's Chapman. He's got 15. Pass to Cantor. It's good. This game is all even. Cantor's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking these shots.
Here's Chapman. He's
Huh,
an
he
offensive
baited
player.
me too, man.
In this league, he averages almost 30 points a game. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
He'll take it the other way.
I'll get it back then.
An interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Well, you look at the captain, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And Green slams it in.
And
How did he get that over my hands like
and
that?
then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each
Come
other.
down to the
And I
fucking
tell you what,
wire,
guys, that's a
man.
big
Like,
play to
wow.
make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
There's the pass to Cannon. And again, it's New York.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
McConnell kicks to Green over Butler. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Hardaway. Buries it down low. And now a 4-point New York lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Towns against Cantor. 5 on the clock. Releases from 15. Chapman with the rebound. Chapman's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Knox out there with the captain, and it's
Yeah, dog, I ain't getting no fouls.
Right now.
Like, that's crazy.
Stevenson's got
That's
the first
crazy. I'm the MVP.
Fourth for Minnesota.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
The three.
You call that a flat on where I'm from, nigga.
Three there from Chapman. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Butler against Wiggins.
Get that shit out of here.
Outside Butler. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Towns against Cantor. Here's Chapman. Over McConnell. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Pass it to Towns. Both loose. And here's the fast break. Here's Chapman. Sweet little floater. And now it's a 12-point New York lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New York.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I was about to throw that behind the back to Jimmy in the corner.
Shanks checked in. Off the inbound.
Oh,
And
wow.
he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
That's good from Cantor.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime.
Up 15.
Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can tee up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better. We've got to play harder if we're going to come back, guys."
New York with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Chapman. He's covered by McConnell. They double him with Wiggins. Here's Knox. Clock at 6. Butler on the way. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. Stevenson. It's blocked.
I'm talking about.
Here's Chapman. Here's Knox. He's been up and in off the pretty assist.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Chapman, the pass to Butler. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating the whole game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing, Greg. You know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
And Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by Towns. Towns has got 6 assists now in the game. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Chapman, the pass to Butler. Pass to Chapman. The kick outside to Butler. And again, New York with the triple.
Assists like that have
Quick, I didn't know where the ball was coming from.
terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Stevenson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And oh boy,
Oh, that's a flat out. That was a block.
Will shoot 2.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I can say a ton about this guy.
Hey,
He is
yeah, man.
a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
The Knicks making a switch here. Turner's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Teague's checked in. And with Lance Stevenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just pops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Outside Teague. Here's Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Butler dishes to Turner. Here's Chapman. New York needs to get off a shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Jimmy Butler, somewhat of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids, remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Towns with the bucket.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Chapman. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chapman's got 24 points. T with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh.
And Jeff T. grew up in Indianapolis, spent a season with the Pacers. Clark, you've spent some time around that team. What are your impressions of T?
I think he's really solid, kind of a quiet leader, steady, reliable. He actually stayed in his parents' basement while he was with the Pacers. Pretty frugal, I would add, too. They say you can't go home again. I guess he proved that theory wrong.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That free throw good from Chapman. Both shots good from the strike. And here's Stevenson. Kicks it to Wiggins. Right side T, just 5 to shoot. That one wide left.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket. And don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Towns, and he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Doesn't take a lot for Towns to catch fire. He's a confident, sweet-shooting big guy. Can score on anyone from anywhere.
Here's Chapman. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. Most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now here's Stevenson, guarded closely. Now here's Teague. Count that one.
And the crafty, cunning Teague, fantastic at finding ways to score down low.
Here's Chapman. Teague covering. Over in the corner, Turner. Some nice passing by New York here. Porzingis. And the rejection by Chang. Wiggins surveying the floor. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Hey, that mid-range area, in-between area, we call it, inside the three-point line and not at the rim, Wiggins knows he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Here's Chapman, T covering, 11 feet away, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Stevenson outside. An interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy.
Oh, this nigga
Increasingly,
just
these guys are being asked to
spun
take
off
on
my
a big
man.
role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, in most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Nailed from three-point land.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggression as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for New York.
And every opportunity they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a true gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the captain.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, Kevin. I mean, notching a triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Here's Bates Diop. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's Chapman, T covering. Another shot. Cantor kicks to Harkless. Cantor inside. It's in again. Feeds it to Beasley. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting for New York, Michael Beasley. At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Yeah, I earned 60,000 fans that game, bro.
Is anyone else saying that there was some goaltending happening in the second half that they didn't call? Because, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it's debatable.
AI, you're an item man, my
What's
friend.
up, Charlie?
Jack and Kenny want to chat?
All right, Charlie.
Good luck.
Let's do it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Benny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hi, this is Shaq. I liked your Russell Westbrook impersonation tonight. When did you first realize that you were getting close to that triple-double?
Oh man, I think I still got a long ways to go before I reach that Westbrook level. But as far as getting close to it tonight, I didn't even realize that was the case. You know, one of my teammates had to tell me it's a nice benchmark to reach, but it's just a side quest, man. Like our main quest is just getting wins, and I was definitely happy to be able to contribute to the team tonight.
Great job.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire 2K Sports crew. That's everyone. Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, man. See you.